They say there's close to 3,000 activities here in the villages. So with all those options, how are you going to find the ones that you want to put onto your calendar? Well, today I'm going to give you 3 options. The first one is with the newspaper. The second is with the app. And then the third will be on the website, thevillages.com. First, I'll go over the newspaper, then the app, and then the website. So this magazine comes out once a week, every Thursday. You can pick it up at a local recreation center, or it also comes in your delivery of the Daily Sun. I'm going to show you first a map of the villages and the areas of where the rec centers are and the different locations that you can do these activities in. I'm going to begin up here at the top, the most northern section of the villages, Mulberry Grove. And you can go all the way down to the newest area. Eastport is somewhere in here, along with all of the new villages like Shady Brook and Well Point. And this is the Olympia area. Just for general information, this is about 20 to 25 miles from top to bottom, and it takes about 45 minutes. So once you've determined what area you want to take an activity in, you're going to look at that name, and this one I'm going to concentrate in today is called Everglades area. So I'm going to turn to the Everglades area, and I'm going to look on a day that I'm available, and I have Monday here, and I see down here that at 6 o'clock p.m. there's an interesting event going on, or activity, called Guitars Fingerstyle. Now, if I were a guitarist, that might be interesting to me. So I'd want to get some more information because it doesn't really tell me what they do in this activity. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip towards the back into the area that is called clubs. And in the clubs area, I'm going to, it's broken out into different categories. So I'm going to look for music because this is a music category for guitars. And then I'm going to go alphabetically until I find Guitars Fingerstyle. Now here I've got a point of contact's name. I've got his phone number. He's also included his website and an email. So I can reach out to him probably via, the best way is with his phone number and then email, or vice versa, whichever you're most comfortable with, so that I can ask all the questions that I have about what Guitars Fingerstyle might include. I'm going to show you another one that we're going to have to actually use the app for, but then I'm going to show you how I came about thinking or figuring that out. So I'm going to go to another section, and this one is in the newer area. I want to go to the Saluki Recreation Center, and on, again, a Monday night at 6 p.m., I found what is called Bunko. I'm familiar with Bunko. I want to go play that. I want to get involved with it. So I'm going to find out if I can get the point of contact's name and telephone number or email and contact that individual to ask questions. So again, I'm going to go to the back under clubs, and in this example, I'm going to go to Bunko Dice. And here I see 4 options, but none of those really give me any indication that it's the one that I'm looking for at Saluki. So I'm not going to be able to get the information from the newspaper, so I'm going to have to go to the app. So on my iPad, I've already downloaded the app. What's nice about this is if you don't live here currently, but you might be coming down for a visit, this is a great way to look at ahead of time into the dates that you're going to be here and see what activities are already scheduled so that you can start adding those to your calendar as soon as you know that you're going to be coming down, or within a week or so. So you're just going to download the app, whatever device you have, and it's called the Villages app, APP. It's got a green background with a white V on there, and I'm just going to tap on that, and it's going to bring it up. This is the front page, and I'm just going to tap on calendar. This works the same as on a phone. It's just a little bit bigger because I got my iPad here. So it's going to automatically open up to the current date. So I know that the date that I'm going to be looking for bunco is tomorrow. And so instead of scrolling through here, which you could, but if it was like multiple days in advance, it would take you a while. So go ahead and come up here to search and make it a lot easier for yourself. So I'm just going to type in bunco, B-U-N-C-O. And there it is. And I'm just going to tap down here on search. Now it brings up the ones that are on the 20th. And I can see here it's listed. The one that I'm looking for at Saluki Recreation Center. Oops. At the one at the Saluki Recreation Center from 6 to 8:20. If I actually tap that now, the information for the point of contact is going to come up. So now I have the individual's name, her phone number, and her email. So now I can go ahead and get a hold of her and ask her any questions I have about her class or her activity. The third way of doing this is by going to the website, thevillages.com. So here I am on the front page of thevillages.com. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the 3 lines or the hamburger, it says menu, and I'm just going to tap on that. And then on this menu side, about halfway through, I'm going to click on calendar. And then the first line is events. I'm just going to tap events, give it a chance to load. And then I'm just going to bring it up a little bit. And again, this is going to have me on the current day, but I don't want to look at the current day. I want to go and look at tomorrow's events or whatever day you want. You can come over here to filter, and I'm just going to tap up here on all dates, and I'm going to be looking at tomorrow. And then for tomorrow, I'm going to be searching for bunco. Again, B-U-N-C-O. And you can't see it in this respect. So I'm just going to tap over here in an open area. And it has brought up the 3 bunco events throughout the entire villages. And here I can see the Saluki one at 6 p.m. However, what's different with this than with the app, as far as I have been able to find, and I've played with this a lot, just by tapping on this like you think you would be able to, and then that information about the point of contact would pop up like it did on the app. I don't see anywhere that it does that for the website. Now, I could be wrong, and if you know of a way to do this, please enter that into the comments so that I can learn more about how to do that. But at least, if for nothing else, you can go through this and find things that you want to take a look at. And then if you can go back over to the app, you might have to drill down a little bit further to get the point of contact's number and name so that you can ask them any questions that you might have. So now you have a way of getting more information about all of the activities that are here in the villages. Once you find ones that you want to get involved with, please reach out to those points of contacts at either their phone number or email, whichever one that you're most comfortable with. They have put that information there in hopes that you'll reach out to them and ask them questions about the activities that they sponsor. So please do that. Get out there, have fun, and enjoy all that the Villages has to offer. I was in the process of editing this video and realized that I completely forgot about 2 key points of information I wanted to make sure got added. Now, on the cost, the activities are themselves completely free. It doesn't cost anything to walk in the doors and to take the class. However, there might be a nominal fee if you are making something or being given something as part of that class. So for instance, one of my very first classes was a jewelry making class where I made a bracelet, and I needed to pay the instructor for the materials that I used in making that bracelet, and that's completely fair. So if you are unsure, please reach out to that point of contact either through their telephone number or their email and just get clarity on whether or not there's any cost with materials or something that you're going to be given in that class or activity. And the second thing is, if you attend one of these classes or are the instructor for one and would like for me to come in and highlight you on my channel, I would love to do that. So please reach out to me at my email, which is thevillageslifeyourway@gmail.com. And I would love to connect with you, go over what I would like to get out of it, like pictures, and ask a couple of questions. And I would love to highlight you on my channel. So until we meet again, have a blessed day.